next.
This is me. Okay, let's continue, please.
Light as a photon. The
Okay.
electromagnetic.
Mhm.
Huh?
Yes, I'm reading the headings. You can continue. Okay, you can continue, please.
The electromagnetic wave model of light, as formulated by Maxwell, was one of the great triumphs of the 19th century science. In 1887, when Heinrich Hertz actually made invisible electromagnetic waves, what today are called radio waves, on one side of a room and detected them on the other side, is ushered in a new era that led to the modern age of telecommunications.
Yeah.
His experiment ultimately led to the technologies of television, cell phones, and today's wireless networks around the globe. Wow, this experiment led to the
It's
technologies.
nice, right?
Yeah, he was so smart, genius.
Very smart guy.
However, by the beginning of the 20th century, more sophisticated experiments had revealed that light behaves in certain ways that cannot be explained. Sorry. That cannot be explained by the wave model. Reluctantly, physicists had to accept that sometimes light behaves more like a particle, or at least a self-contained packet of energy than a wave. We call such a packet of electromagnetic energy a photon.
Yes.
Okay, can you scroll it down more? So I see, yeah, it's enough. The fact that light behaves like a wave in certain experiments and like a particle in other ways, a very surprising and unlikely idea. After all, our common sense says that waves and particles are opposite concepts. On one hand, a wave is a repeating disturbance that, by its very nature, is not in only one place but spreads out. A particle, on the other hand, is something that can be in only one place at any given time. Strange as it sounds, though, countless experiments now confirm that electromagnetic radiation can sometimes behave like a wave and at the other times like a particle. Okay, can you scroll it down so I see the whole question? The word sophisticated in paragraph 2 is closest in meaning to refined, basic, intelligent, serious. Can we go back? However, by the beginning of the 20th century, more sophisticated experiments had revealed that light behaves in certain ways that cannot be explained by the wave model. Okay, can we go back? So probably word more should help me somehow. I think it's serious, it's D.
Why?
Don't tell me that I'm wrong.
Okay, however, by the beginning of the 20th century,
more serious experiments had revealed. I think it works the best. I think it like kind of it's good.
Sophisticated. Let's look at the options. We have serious, we have intelligent, we have basic, we have refined. So you said serious.
Mhm.
That is a wrong answer.
Come on, it cannot be wrong.
Yes, the correct answer is refined, sophisticated, refined.
Look, see, I don't know
No,
what's
C
the
is
word
just
refined.
C, intelligent.
What is the correct answer? Refined, right?
Yes.
I
A.
mean, when I don't know the word, the meaning of word refined. That's
Okay.
why it's already like a couple of times I made a mistake on the words because I don't know the meaning of the like
Yes,
words that are
I got.
provided to.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah. That is why we are practicing vocabulary now. So it's not an advantage for you to get these words written. Okay, write them down.
Yeah,
So
I'll picture so sophisticated, it's refined.
yes, so
And I need
according to this passage.
definition, the refined, what it means. I need to write down the definition as well,
Okay,
right?
refined is with purities or unwanted element having been removed by processing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Basic is not the option here. Intelligent is somebody who's clever. So serious is somebody who is, okay, what I say? Uh, this is not about seriousness. This is not about attitude. It's about development and the process involved. However, by the beginning of the 20th century, more sophisticated experiments, more refined experiments had revealed that high light behaves in certain ways that cannot be explained by the wave model. So refined in this instance is closest in meaning to sophisticated. So we have refined to be the refined has a lot of what do I call it similar as synonyms. Sorry, synonyms. Yes, purified, pure, clarified, clear, stained, cited, filtered, refined, distilled,
Mm-hmm.
concentrated, processed. Okay, rectified. Okay, so these are terms used by physicists.
So I found out the word refined definition developed or improved so as to be
Yes,
precise or subtle. Something very uh, close, the very like like precise. Yeah, I understand what
yes.
precise means.
You see, developed or improved.
Polished or polished,
Yes. So
clear,
very good.
clarified, pure. Okay.
So let's move to the next question. Mass extinction. This is also physics.
It's so interesting. They have just one question, but I have to read all two huge paragraphs.
No, this is also a benefit for you.
Yeah,
Uh,
I understand.
yes, because reading attains a lot of things. It helps you to build up a lot of pronunciation.
Okay, mass extinction. The best documented large impact took place 65 million years ago, at the end of what is now called the Cretaceous period of geological history. This time in the history of life on Earth was marked by a mass extinction, in which more than half of the species on our planet died out. There are a dozen or more mass extinctions in the geological record, but this particular event, nicknamed the Great Dying, has always intrigued paleontologists because it marks the end of the dinosaur age. For tens of millions of years, these great creatures had flourished and dominated. Then they suddenly disappeared, and thereafter, mammals began the development and diversification that ultimately led to all of us. The object that collided with Earth at the end of the Cretaceous period struck a shallow sea in what is now the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. Oh, it's so interesting. We've been there this year.
Okay.
The object that collided with the Earth at the end of the Cretaceous period struck a shallow sea
So what
in what is now the
what
Yucatan.
city were you? Mexico.
Yeah,
Were you in this city?
yeah, we've been there in Yucatan. Mhm.
What is there in the city?
We've been there a couple years ago, but where we've been this year, it was close. It's Riviera Maya, Mexico.
Okay.
It's very close. I think they have national park over there.
Hmm. Mexico, what's so special about that country? Everybody wants to go there.
We've been only onto this hotel site, so we did not go far. We just were swimming, and relaxing.
Okay.
Yeah, special. I think the Caribbean Sea is the most special thing over there.
Okay, the Caribbean Sea.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
So, do I read further, right?
Yes, yes.
Its mass must have been more than 1 trillion tons, determined from a study of a worldwide layer of sediment deposited from the dust cloud that enveloped the planet after its impact. First identified in 1979, this sediment layer is rich in the rare metal iridium and other elements that are relatively abundant in asteroids and comets, but exceedingly rare in Earth's crust, even though it was diluted by the material that the exposition. Can you scroll it down? Even though it was diluted by the material that the exposition excavated from the surface of Earth, this cosmic component can still be identified. In addition, this layer of sediment contains many minerals characteristic of the temperatures and pressures of gigantic explosion. Now scroll it more, scroll it down more. The word intrigued is close to meaning to occupied, guided, confused, or interested. I think it's interested.
Why?
Because I know the meaning of that word. If you're very intrigued, that you're very interested in something, it makes you, yeah, I think it's the synonym of the word.
There are a dozen or more mass extinctions in the geological record, but this particular event, nicknamed the Great Dying, has always intrigued. Okay, okay, okay. And let's see, if you should have selected A, that would have been a wrong answer. C would have been a wrong answer, confused. B would have been a wrong answer also. So D is the right answer.
Mhm. It was not hard because I knew
It was not
the,
hard, right? Okay.
because I knew the meaning, But
Yeah.
some words when I don't understand the meaning, it's hard to choose the correct word.
Yes, it's true. That is good. Now, I believe from yesterday and today, we are now beginning to learn some new words. And we are going to be learning more words as we proceed. Okay, chemistry, the central science. Hmm.
So I see the word that I cannot even pronounce it, so I'll break my tongue. So interconnectedness. Chemistry, the chemistry.
Interconnectedness.
Interconnectedness.
Yes,
Finally. The
interconnectedness.
central science. Chemistry is sometimes referred to as the central science due to its interconnectedness with a vast array of the STEM disciplines. STEM stands for area of study in the science, technology, engineering, and math fields. Chemistry and the language of chemists play vital roles in biology, medicine, materials science, forensics, environmental science, and many other fields.
Yeah, that's true.
The basic principles of physics are essential for understanding many aspects of chemistry, and there is extensive overlap between many subdisciplines within the two fields, such as chemical physics and nuclear chemistry. Mathematics, computer science, and information theory provide important tools that help us
Actually,
calculate, interpret, describe, and generally make sense of the chemical world. Biology and chemistry converge in biochemistry, which is crucial to understand the many complex factors and processes that keep living organisms such as us alive. Chemical engineering, materials
science.
science, and nanotechnology combine chemical principles and empirical findings to produce useful substances ranging from gasoline to fabrics to electronics. Agriculture, food science, veterinary science, and brewing and winemaking help provide sustenance in the form of food and drink to the world's population.
Yeah.
Medicine, pharmacology, biotechnology, and botany identify and produce substances that help keep us healthy.
Yeah.
Environmental science, geology, oceanography, and atmospheric science incorporate many chemical ideas to help us better understand and protect our physical world. Chemical ideas are used to help understand the universe in astronomy and cosmology.
This is really, really informative.
Yeah. Okay,
And
can we
there's
see?
nothing they said about physics. I don't know why.
But it's about chemistry.
It's still about chemistry. Right? Okay.
The word, so if I'll choose the correct answer, I'll be lucky because it's going to be my just, guess, I think. The word interconnectedness is closest in meaning to association, interrogation, dependence, togetherness. It's togetherness.
So why are you laughing?
Am I lucky?
No, you laughed.
Is it correct or no?
But wait, I want to know why you laughing. That means you ain't confident with the answer you gave.
Let me read a sentence, but I think it's togetherness because interconnectedness, it's something in between that connects each other. So Chemistry is sometimes referred to as the central science due to its interconnectedness with a vast array of other STEM disciplines. So, yeah, I think that's that. Can we go back? Togetherness. It depends. I don't know. I will choose togetherness.
Okay. Your choice is wrong.
Oh man. Okay, let me guess one more time.
Okay.
Dependent. Okay. Interrogation.
No.
Then dependence.
Because huh?
Or association. Okay, I don't know. I give up.
Don't give up. The correct option here is A, association. Okay, A is correct because association is closest in meaning to interconnectedness. If you break down this word into parts, inter usually implies that something is in,
Inside.
yes, or between.
Yeah.
Connect is just a base word that you are probably familiar with, and the suffix next is a noun and implies that something is in a correct state of condition. Okay. So with all this information, we can easily say that interconnectedness is nearest. Okay, association is nearest in meaning to interconnectedness. Interrogation is not it. Okay, it's not it. And dependence also is not. So the two options that will be eliminated first is B and C. Togetherness is not all. No, it's not all because from the passage it doesn't show the togetherness, but shows the connection between chemistry and other professions. Okay. So,
Okay.
that is it. So we can proceed. Periodic table. This is chemistry.
Periodic table — это таблица Менделеева.
Yes.
I remember from school. The periodic table. As early chemists worked to purify ores and discovered more elements, they realized that various elements could be grouped together by their similar chemical behaviors. One such grouping includes lithium, sodium, and potassium. These elements all are shiny, conduct heat and electricity well, and have similar chemical properties. A second grouping includes calcium, strontium, and barium, which also are shiny, good conductors of heat and electricity, and have chemical properties in common. However, the specific properties of these two groupings are notably different from each other. Dmitry Mendeleev in Russia, 1869, and Lothar Meyer in Germany, 1870, independently recognized that there was a periodic relationship among the properties of the elements known at that time. Both published tables with the elements arranged according to increasing atomic mass, but Mendeleev went one step farther than Mayer. He used his table to predict the existence of elements that would have properties similar to aluminum and silicon, but were yet unknown. The discoveries of gallium, 1875, and germanium, 1886, provided great support for Mendeleev's work, although Mendeleev and Mayer had a long dispute over priority. Mendeleev's contributions to the development of the periodic table are now more widely recognized. Okay. Maybe can we see the question? The word dispute is close to meaning conversation, argument, experiment, dissociation. Although Mendeleev and Mayer had a long dispute over priority. So I think it's an argument.
Why?
Because it just cannot be conversation. Something they needed like to show. Probably it was like argument who was first and who opened, the theory of that table first. And I think it was much deeper than conversation. I think it's argument.
Yes, you're correct.
Finally.
Yeah, that's very good. This field is always associated with the word argument. Argument, quarrel, disagreement. Okay, disagreement. I think also is part of dispute. Okay, if you check the dictionary, these are similar words. Okay, that is very good. Let's proceed. Wow, so we are not dealing with chemistry and physics.
The ideal guess law. During the 17th and especially 18th centuries, driven.
Oh, wait a minute, driven.
Driven both by a desire to understand nature and quest to make balloons in which they could fly, a number of scientists established the relationships between the macroscopic physical properties of gases, that is, pressure, volume, temperature, and amount of gas, although their measurements were not precise by today's standard. They were able to determine the mathematical relationships between pairs of these variables, pressure and temperature, pressure and volume, that holds for an ideal gas, a hypothetical construct that real gases approximate under certain conditions. Eventually, these individual laws were combined into a single equation, the ideal gas law, that relates gas quantities for gases and is quite accurate for low pressures and moderate temperatures. Precise. Today's standard. Okay, can we go down? The word precise is close to meaning to known, certain, accurate, proper. It's either accurate or certain, not known and not proper. I think it's accurate.
Why?
Because it is.
No proof.
Precise, it's kind of very, like very accurate, very, I cannot explain in English. Точная. Precise, it's kind of точно. I think I cannot explain more than that.
You're correct. Precise is always accurate.
Okay.
That's correct. That is the correct answer for this. C is the correct answer. C is correct because accurate is closest meaning to precise. In this situation, in the context and the person given, it would be difficult to guess the meaning. Okay.
But certain also could be the answer, right? I mean, it's closer.
Certain. We can't really say certain.
Certain is kind of more 100%, right? Like you're really certain, you know for sure that. But accurate, it's
accurate is, if you look when something is precise, that means it is exactly what it's supposed to be. And that accurate is also the same meaning. Okay, now let's see what is the meaning for, we can check the meaning. Let's get the meaning of certain to really see what we are trying to compare and contrast here. Okay, certain says able to be firmly relied on to happen or to be the case. Specific, but not explicitly named or stated. So the similar words we have here are or questionable, sure, definite, determined, fixed. That is certain. Okay, now let's see the word we have here with precise. Okay, and let's compare it with what we have with certain. Precise, okay. Precise, okay, says marked by exactness and accuracy of expression or detail. Exact, when something is exact, when something is even accurate, we place it here. Correct. Okay. So the three closest meaning here is exact, accurate, correct, specific, pinpoint, close, how will I say, street. Okay, you can say that. So the best word here is accurate.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Wow, measuring blood pressure. This is now chemistry or physics or
It's medicine.
Okay.
Blood pressure is measuring using a device called a sphygmomanometer. Greek sphygmos means pulse. It consists of an inflatable cuff to restrict blood flow, a manometer to measure the pressure, and a method of determining the when blood flow begins and when it becomes impeded.
Yes.
Impeded. Since its invention in 1881, it has been an essential medical device. There are many types of sphygmomanometers, manual ones that require a stethoscope and are used by medical professionals, mercury ones used when the most accuracy is required, less accurate mechanical ones, and digital ones can be used with little training, but that have limitations. When using a sphygmomanometer, the cuff is placed around the upper arm and inflated until blood flow is completely blocked and slowly released. As the heart beats, blood force through the arteries causes a rise in pressure. This rise in pressure at which blood flow begins is the systolic pressure, the peak pressure in the cardiac cycle. When the cuff's pressure equals the arterial systolic pressure, blood flows past the cuff, creating audible sounds that can be heard using a stethoscope. This is followed by a decrease in pressure as the heart's ventricles prepare for another beat. As cuff pressure continues to decrease, eventually sound is no longer heard. This is the diastolic pressure, the lowest pressure resting phase in the cardiac cycle. It consists of an inflatable cuff. The phrase consists is close to meaning made up of, consistent with, blows up, found in. Can you show me text again? It consists of an inflatable cuff to restrict blood flow. Okay, can you go back? I think it's made up of, because we have an explanation what like consists, what it consists. So what it has, like what kind of parts does it have? So I think it's made up of.
And that is the final answer.
Yeah.
The blood pressure is measured using a device called spirometer. What it consists of an inflatable scope to restrict blood flow. Okay, yes, consists of, found in, no. Blows up, no. Instantly eliminated, C. Consistent with, no. B, C, D are wrong. A is the correct answer, made up of. So you're correct. Wow, you're making progress.
See, because when I understand the meaning, if even though I don't know the word in the text,
Okay.
but when I see the words to choose from, then I can choose. But if I don't understand both, like the word in the text and the words in the question, so that's hard for me to choose. It just would be a guess. So
okay, but I think you're making the right choices. You're guessing and you're making the right choices.
Yeah.
Okay, let's proceed. Psychology.
For forensic psychology. Forensic psychology is a branch of psychology that deals with questions of psychology as they arise in the context of the justice system. For example, forensic psychologists and forensic psychiatrists will assess a person's competency to stand trials, assess the state of mind of a defendant, act as consultants on child custody cases, consult on sentencing and treatment recommendations, and advise on issues such as eyewitness testimony and children's testimony. In these capacities, they will typically act as expert witnesses called by either side in court case to provide their research or experience-based opinions. As information in the context of the legal system rather than just within the realm of psychology, forensic psychologists are also used in the jury selection process and witness preparation. They may also be involved in providing psychological treatment within the criminal justice system. Criminal profiles are a relatively small proportion of psychologists that act as consultants to law enforcement. In these capacities, they will typically act as expert witnesses. Okay, can I see the question? The word capacity is close to meaning skills, capabilities, locations, roles. Can you show me text again? In these capacities, they will take. We can go back.
Okay.
I think it's roles.
In these capacities, they will typically act as experts, witnesses called by either side in a court, cause to provide their research or experience-based opinions. So, wait a minute. Okay, let's see. Yes, capacities is not skill. So A is eliminated. B, capabilities. C, locations. A and C are eliminated first. And the correct answer is D, rules.
Okay.
And the reason is because D is the closest in meaning to capacity in this situation. Because most of the time, that is the reason why English language is confusing in some aspect, although it's recorded as the most easiest language in the world. English language words, they mean different things depending on the context of the sentence.
Did you just say that English language is the easiest language of the world?
Yes.
Mm.
Don't you know?
I did not know that.
English language is the easiest. Cannot be compared to Japanese, no. Cannot be compared to Chinese, no. In fact, cannot be compared to Russian language, not. French also is very difficult. German language, just the same system. So what we have here is.
Do you know German?
Yes, I can speak little German.
And what is your So you speak, I know, like 5 languages, right?
Yes.
And what, where are you most fluent?
My most fluent
Yeah.
English, of course.
And after English,
After English is Spanish.
not Russian, right?
Russian.
Yeah.
I can speak. Okay. I would like to say, Russian and Spanish is almost the same because since I'm here in Russia, I speak Russian language more than English now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So my Russian language, sorry, is developing and is better than before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good
Yeah.
because you have more practice now.
Yes, I have more practice. I have a lot of friends and people I communicate with. Even my students at times we
Mm-hmm.
speak Russian language. So I understand everything you say in Russian, everything.
That's good.
But Russia is very difficult language. Very, very difficult language.
I
But not
cannot compare because for me it's easy because I was born, you know,
yeah,
like in that country, so it was my native. It's my native language.
yes. Yes, for you is yes, it's native language, so it's gonna be easier for you. And you can't forget it because it's a native language.
Yeah.
Uh, but for foreigners like myself and others who are practicing or learning in the Russian language, it is very strange and difficult because the system we use when we are learning English is different. Now, in Russian language, you see that everything in Russian language has how will I call it? Has plural and singular. Everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aside that, they have um, they change in 12 different patterns.
Yes.
The singular form changes into 12, the plural form changes into 12. And not just that, they have now, pronoun,
And поддержи.
Боже мой, very
Да.
plenty things. And you have to, for you,
And endings
yes,
all over. In English, just ed,
yes,
ing, no,
that is all.
ask.
In Russian, you have to put the правильное ударение. And
Yes.
some words in Russian, they look exactly the same. They sound exactly the same. It all depends on how you place the that that
Ударение.
udarение. Yes, you can place udarение wrongly, and it will mean something else.
Yes,
So that
it's
is why
true.
it's even very challenging. Even for me, learning, I have people who have learned Russian language for how will I say for more than 10 years, they still have problems because native speakers have to correct you for the mistakes you're making.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they still have problems having to speak correctly. So when I see myself making mistake, I'm still happy. At least it has not been long I learned a Russian language. So no, Russian language is interesting anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, interesting. Ukrainian language look is exactly like Russian, right?
Oh, not exactly.
Not exactly.
No, not
Oh,
exactly. Ukrainians, they understand Russian because they used to learn like Russian language in schools.
oh,
But if you understand, you can like Russians can understand some words, you know, some words are similar, some words you can understand. But I think Ukrainian language, it's between Russian and Polish, maybe language, something like that. Maybe between Bulgarians, because when when we were in Mexico, I heard some people talking, and I could not understand what language they are speaking, because it looks like Russian and Ukrainian, but probably it was Bulgarian or something like that.
Okay.
Or Romanian,
Okay.
It's kind of a mix between Russian and some different language. Romania, Bulgaria, maybe even Poland, I don't know. So I think we have one more, right?
Yeah.
And then we're done. So seats or sides, I don't know.
Seats. Seats.
Seats.
Yeah.
In sudden infant death syndrome. Oh, it's seats, yeah.
Infant death syndrome. Okay. See.
In sudden infant death syndrome, an infant stops breathing during sleep and dies.
Huh?
Infants younger than 12 months appear to be at the highest risk for SIDS, and boys have a greater risk than girls. A number of risk factors have been associated with SIDS, including premature birth, smoking within the home, and hypothermia. There may also be differences in both brain structure and function in infants that die from SIDS. The substantial amount of research on SIDS has led to a number of recommendations to parents to protect their children. For one, research suggests that infants should be placed on their back when put down to sleep, and their cribs should not contain any items which pose suffocation threats, such as blankets, pillows, or padded crib bumpers. Cushions that cover the bars of a crib. Infants should not have caps placed on their heads when put down to sleep in order to prevent overheating, and people in the child's household should abstain from smoking in the home. Recommendations like this have helped to decrease the number of infant deaths from SIDS in the recent years. So the substantial amount of research. Okay, can we go back to question? The word substantial in the second paragraph is close meaning to significant, fundamental, small, solid. I think it's significant. Why? Because I think significant and substantial are the synonyms.
Okay, you said again, please.
I said significant, and I already answered. If you asked why you think so, already answered, because I think they're both synonyms. A significant, it's kind of substantial, it's kind of important. So I think it's the same, those two words have the same meaning.
Let's see. Okay. Now, please tell me once again your option.
I said significant.
You're
A.
correct. A. You're correct. Significant. And why did you choose significant? I want to know. I'm interested.
I just told you. I already answered right away. I said.
You guessed.
I said, huh?
You guessed.
No. At this time, no, I did not guess. I said that significant is the same meaning because it's kind of important. Also, synonym. Something very important to know. So they were doing their experiments probably, and they came to this decision. Some significant, I don't see what does it say, significant experiment, substantial experiments or something like that. It was not a guess. I just knew that it's correct.
Yes, that's correct. Significant is the right option and the right answer. Okay. Significant refers to large amount or volume in this case. Okay. Substantial is also the same as large amount as significant. So our next, we'll continue from where we start. The next will be cognition and latent learning. Okay. That will be the next we are going to be having. So on Monday, right? Or Sunday?
Not Sunday, no. On Monday.
So do we have any lessons we have missed?
Yes, one more, and we decided to have it next Saturday.
Okay, one more.
One more, but we have 4 more weeks. Then we're gonna continue because 2 weeks we were out of country in Mexico. Then 1 week we went camping. You remember?
Yeah.
And 1 week after Mexico, we did not have any lessons because it was kind of adaptation for me. So we have 4 more weeks left. I mean, it's like 20 lessons, right?
Okay.
Then we can add it to September, if you remember.
Yeah.
We can continue. We were supposed to end our lessons in end of August, but we missed 4 weeks in summertime, so we will like move it to September.
September will be. Wait. We missed 1 day. Now 1 day is left that we missed.
Yes.
So we normally don't have lessons on Saturdays, right?
But next Saturday we decided to.
Okay.
So
apart from this one lesson we missed, then we have 4 weeks left.
4 weeks, yes. What do you mean? Yeah, we have 4 weeks like left until end of August, but we missed 4 weeks in June and July because I was absent. And we decided to have lessons in September because we missed summer, 4 weeks in summer. Do you remember that?
We missed 1 month in summer.
Yes, 2 weeks I was in Mexico.
Yeah.
Then 1 week we were camping for a week. And then when we came back after Mexico, we also missed 1 week.
All right.
So it's 4 more.
That means 2 months.
Yes, it means that almost whole September. We're gonna continue by the end of September.
Okay. Okay. So see you on Monday.
Yeah, see you on Monday then.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.